Hello, my name is Brian White and welcome to this video from my Business Boom Club. In this series, I'm going to be bringing you some inspiring communication quotations and the real meanings behind them. The art of communication is the language of leadership. James Hume. This quote captures a fundamental truth. Leadership does not exist without communication. You can have vision, expertise and authority, but if you cannot communicate effectively, none of it translates into action. Leadership is not what you know, it's what you can convey. Communication is the mechanism through which leadership becomes visible. It's how direction is set, how expectations are clarified, and how people understand what matters. Without it, even the best ideas remain unused. The phrase, the art of communication, is important here. Communication is not just a process. It's a skill that requires judgment. Knowing what to say is one part. Knowing how, when, and to whom to say it is what turns communication into leadership. Leaders communicate to create clarity. People perform better when they understand purpose. Why are we doing this? What does success look like? What matters right now? Clear communication answers all these questions and removes uncertainty. Without it, teams fill the gaps with assumptions, and assumptions, well, they're rarely aligned. Communication also builds trust. Consistency in message and behavior is critical. When leaders say one thing and do another, credibility disappears quickly. When communication is clear, honest and consistent, people begin to rely on it. Trust grows not from occasional speeches, but from repeated clarity. There's also a motivational dimension. Leaders use communication to connect people to purpose, not through slogans, but through meaning. When people understand how their work contributes to something larger, engagement increases. But communication is not one way. The strongest leaders listen as much as they speak. They recognize that communication is a two-way process. Feedback, questions, and different perspectives all strengthen understanding. Leaders who ignore this create distance. Leaders who invite it create alignment. Timing also matters. The same message delivered at the wrong moment can lose impact. Effective leaders recognize when to speak, when to pause, and when to reinforce key messages. Communication is not just about content, it's about context. In business, poor communication is one of the most expensive problems. Misunderstood priorities, unclear expectations, and inconsistent messages lead to wasted time and reduced performance. Strong communication reduces friction and increases efficiency. In personal leadership, the impact is just as strong. Relationships, influence, and credibility all depend on how clearly and consistently you communicate. Importantly, communication as a leadership skill is never finished. It improves with awareness and practice. The best leaders continually refine how they explain, listen, and adapt their message. So the real question for any leader isn't, do I have the answers? It's, can I communicate them clearly enough for those to act on them? Because leadership is not silent. It speaks through words, behavior, and clarity. And when communication is done well, leadership becomes understood, trusted, and followed. Thanks for watching this video, and if you found it helpful, useful, or hopefully inspiring, then please give the video a like. While you're there, please hit the subscribe button too. These actions make such a difference to the channel, cost you nothing, and commit you to nothing, but because of how YouTube distributes these videos for more to see, it makes the world of difference to me. And if you want to, why not leave a comment too, so others can gain from your experience. Now you can find out more business advice from the Business Boom Club by pressing one of these links here. See you next time.